calm in late inning situations. From your seat, what are you feeling in those situations?
In general, I mean, it is what it is. You got to go, try to execute and win the game. So I guess if you get in spots like that and you let it speed up on you, that's when it gets worse. You got to, most guys kind of lock in their focus there, and we executed well, although we had a couple defensive miscues there late, but the swings and the at-bats were really, really good.
How about that swing from Jaron there in that spot?
Huge, left on left, nice short approach, looked very much like he was just trying to get a good swing off and put the ball in play. Got a hanging breaking ball and smoked it, so massive swing.
He's had an up and down season, but to see him come through in that situation.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair to him, like if you look at the numbers with runners in scoring position and men on base, he's been doing that much of the year. Most of his, the good part of his season has come in big spots with people on base, so you still feel really good about it when he's walking up there in that spot.
When you take a lead on a wild pitch and on a pass ball, and then you lose the lead on a wild, crazy stuff going on.
It was a wild game, no doubt about it. Nasty breaking ball from Olds. He's got a really good one. I think it was sharp and started backing up the other direction and kind of caught him off the thumb and rolled the thing, so it's to the backstop. But there was a lot of stuff going on both sides and back and forth and tied, and then it's untied, and then it's tied again, and felt like somebody's going to have to get a 2-run swing or something. We got a 4-run swing.
What makes this team special?
They just keep battling. Even there, like the 2 outs, it looks like strike 3 goes to the backstop, and it was like, all right, let's go play another inning. They just keep battling.
You talked yesterday about executing on defense. And you see Contreras again cut a runner down at home, and then Seagull even on that early innings cutting the run down at third base.
Yeah, that was important. That line drive where it was like the runner had to freeze for a second, then decided to go, and we get that runner at third. So we did a lot of good things throughout the game. Just a couple things showed up late, but it happens. You have to turn the page and move on. But generally speaking, we've been very good with that.
And then I have to ask, just Chapman was probably unavailable.
Yeah, we've had him up, I think, 4 days in a row.
What'd you see out of Payton tonight?
He was good. Minimized nicely. I think it was the 5th there when they got the sac fly. He had a bases loaded spot in trouble. Minimizes for a sac fly and keeps it to 1 run, which was great. Obviously gives up the home run in the 6th. We got to go get him, and I think he's probably upset with himself. But overall, I thought he was very, very competitive.
Your bullpen tonight, just touch on that, please.
Yeah, we had to use a lot. Obviously, a lot of different guys. They all did a fantastic job. So different spots. We had to stretch Tehran a little bit. He got the job done. Put zeros up. Weiss was great. Oldsey was awesome. The ball gets away obviously, but he was really good. And then Gamby was good. So the bullpen, even minus some guys, was outstanding.
Had a lot of different games like this over the course of the season. What does it say about the character of the team?
They've been doing that for a while now. I mean, it's almost become, at least for them, for us, like it's almost an expectation that regardless of what happens, if something crazy goes against us and it's demoralizing, they're just going to keep fighting. So I applaud them for that. I think that's just kind of the character of the team now, and it's what we expect.
2 homers today. Just what did you see from him?
He's swinging the bat great. I don't know what else to say other than it feels like he's going to get a pitch to hit. He's going to hit it really hard right now.
I want to talk about the Venezuela impact in your team. Contreras and
Rangers.
And they play with passion, and they try to do.
Yes, that's become a part of the fabric of our team. The energy that they bring, and other guys have fed off of it, and you see the emotion that our team plays with, not just them. That's a huge part of our game for sure, and they're the ringleaders of that, no doubt.
The stretch where you've been this hot?
Never in the big leagues. It's just coming down to the work before the game, just getting my feels, getting my drill working, and going out there and just reacting, just seeing it and hitting it.
Yeah, 2 home runs here tonight. I mean, walk me through your process, your approach to be able to get those type of results.
Yeah, I mean, process-wise as a DH, I try to stay loose a lot. I go into the cage in between innings. I have a little stretch routine, do some machine work, and then I try to get back out there, with 2 outs. I'm just, going over the scouting reports, kind of formulating a plan, a little different for each guy, and right now executing.
Do the walks maybe lead to the hits? Being patient and making sure you're swinging the good pitches.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of been a double-edged sword in my career. Sometimes I've taken too many pitches, taken strikes, and then, other times, sometimes get a little too aggressive to counter that. So, I think it's, something that's helped me mentally is just kind of going up there like it's 2 strikes from the get-go. because I feel like I hunt the zone better when I'm in that mindset.
How cool was it to see Duran do what he did? Obviously, the Grand Slam. But for him, I mean, he's had, it's been a weird season for him. Like, he's hit well with runners in scoring position. He has a lot of home runs. Other times it's been tough. Like, yeah, how cool was it for him to get that hit?
I mean, it's why we play the game, Extra innings, bases loaded, that's what you do in the backyard. It's probably one of the coolest swings I've ever seen in person. Just being a big time guy, getting a big hit, it's just it shows that we're never out of it. You got a guy. It's no matter how your day's going, it's the next at bat that counts the most.
The other night you told us how calm you feel in those late inning moments. Where was your heartbeat at tonight?
It got going a little bit on that one for sure. I had some goosebumps, but again, I try to put myself in those moments mentally, and I was breathing with him there, trying to stay cool. And when he
got into some jams late, how do you feel about some of that late inning execution for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me it was just had to finish and didn't. But Mickey and JD picked me up, pick everybody up, and that was a whole lot of. It was a fun game to watch. It was a fun game. To be a part of early, but just for me, just have to finish there in the sixth. Just empty the tank there.
Right. You mentioned it's a fun game to watch. Like, does it feel like every night there's like 8 different things that are going on, and it's wild?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I think sometimes it's fun to pick out who's it going to be tonight. And tonight with Mickey seeming like every time I sat down, it was like, well, there goes Mickey again, or JD, and they're in the 10th, 11th. I've lost count already. Thanks. But it's fun to be a part of and fun to sit there and watch.
The bullpen tonight, just touch on that and how they were able to mow guys down in a close game.
Yeah, I mean, it was huge. I think with Big G coming in there, and then Oldsey and Gamboa finishing it, like that's big. And I think that those are situations that you need to see now. So when they're hearing as we get down the stretch, they're prepared for it, and that's 2 guys that I could be more, you feel really good whenever those guys come in. So they feel good whenever everybody comes in. So it was great. This team win. Bullpen has been great all year. So whenever you come out of the game, you feel pretty good about where you're at.
Early in the game, when you felt like you were at your best, what was working for you there?
Yeah, I mean, I think we were just commanding zone better. We were getting ahead of guys. Kind of let some ABs get long for me. They're late, but I got uncompetitive was the biggest thing. Just getting uncompetitive pitches, letting guys into at-bats, and then couldn't quite put them away like I was early.
You were obviously came on later. You started the year in AAA, but you came on later when this team was 14 games below 500. Now to be 14 games over, how satisfying is this turnaround?
I mean, all you can really do is laugh, because it's been a long time coming, it feels like, but it's been like kind of those series when I first got called back up were, man. But now I play in fun baseball and cohesive team baseball. It's been a lot of fun, and just to be a part of it and whatever I can do that night. It's been incredible to watch. It's been fun. It's about the best way to put it. It's just been fun. So
we had such a rough first start to the season. It was like kind of just built this character of we're never out of it. We've been through the lowest of lows. Now it's only up from here. I mean, it can never get that low again. I mean, it always can, but that's not the way we're thinking. We're thinking of all the stuff that we accomplished up until now has just been tools that we're putting in the toolbox to be able to use to keep this run going.
I'm trying to think, is there a more fun home run that you've hit in the major leagues?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there is, but that was a good one.
Yesterday, Mickey said in those late inning situations, he just feels calm around this group. What is it feeling like from your perspective when it's late innings and you guys are trying to fight back into games?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy. Like Mickey said, I do feel really calm. I feel like we've been in this situation so many times this year. It's just like it's just like another day at the office for us, you know. I mean, especially the guys you have in this lineup. You know, Mickey's swinging it. We got Rafa, the ice king of himself, and we got Willie too. Willie's had clutch homers. Like, I mean, I feel like everybody in this lineup has done something sick for this team at a certain time throughout this entire year. So it's just something we're just going to keep rolling with.
Is that a new nickname for Zidane?
I mean, he's got ice in his veins for a reason, man.